Hey there. So today we are gonna continue our session. So in the last session, we did 6 questions out of 15. So we'll complete rest of the 9 today. So let's start. So the first question is, or you can say the seventh one is, 18 years ago, a woman's age was 20 years more than thrice her daughter's age. How many years ago was the woman's age thrice that of her daughter? So let us suppose that we have got, let me decrease the thickness. So we have got a woman and her daughter. So let us suppose that their present age is X and that of daughter is, you can take it as Y. So we are told that 18 years ago. So 18 years ago, if I talk about 18 years, so the woman's age will be X minus 18 and that of daughter will be Y minus 18, and we are told that the woman's age is 20 years more than thrice that of her daughter. So thrice of daughter plus 20. This is the first relation from the 18 years equation. Now we are asked that how many years ago was the woman's age thrice that of her daughter. So let us take it as k years ago. So k years ago, this will be x minus k, and this will be 3 times y minus k. Fine. So now we have to solve these two equations. So one way is we can write this as x equal to 3 y minus k plus k. So we can substitute this value, or we can further simplify this. So we can write it as 3y minus 3k plus k is minus 2k. So if I put it here, I'll get 3y minus 2k minus 18 is 3y minus 54 plus 60. So if 3y gets knocked off, so this is 2k minus 2k is equal to 18 goes to the right hand side. So 18 plus 60 is 78. 78 minus 54 is 24. Okay, so 78 and k will be minus 12. Sorry, this was not 60, this was 20. So this is wrong. So minus 2k is 18 plus 20, that is 38, minus 54 is minus 16. So k is 8. So the answer will be 8 years ago. Okay, now we'll move on to our second question. So the question says, Abhi tells Bhargav, when my age was 5/7 of your present age, your age was 3/5 of my present age. If the present age of Bhargav is 42 years, what is the present age of Abhay? So we have Bhargav and Abhay. So they are talking about 2 periods. So suppose it's the present age. Let us take, we are given that present age of Bhargav is 42 years, but let us start from x. So present age of Bhargav is x and that of Abhay is y. And we are told that when my age was, Abhay tell Bhargav that when my age was 5/7 of your present age. So 5/7 of Bhargav's age. Okay, so the Bhargav's present age is x. So when the age of Abhay is 5/7 of the Bhargav's age was 3/5 of Abhay's present age, that is y. Okay, now you might be confused that we don't have any like equation, but if you look carefully, then you can see that the difference between these two periods will be same for both of them. Suppose I say that today my age is 20, suppose so, and your age is suppose 18, and at a particular year, so today is suppose 2020, and then we are talking about 2010. So whatever be the age of me and you, this gap will be 10 years only. This is constant. Okay, this is constant. So similarly, 3y, or since x is greater, x minus 3y by 5 is nothing but y minus 5 by 7x. Okay, so if I take this here, so x plus 5x by 7 will be 12x by 7 is equal to y plus 3y by 5 will be 8y by 5, and we are told that x is 42, so this 42 gets knocked off with 7, so we'll have 6 here. 12 6 is 72 and 8 9 is 72. This implies y equal to 45. So Abhay's present age will be 45 years. So let's move on to the next question. Now the question states that Yochna received 12500 in denominations of 200 and 500. If she received a total of 37 notes, how many 500 notes did she receive? So you have got two approaches here. The simple one or the direct one, you can say that we can say that suppose number of 500 notes is x and that of 200 will be 37 minus x, because total are 37, and we are told that 200 times 37 minus x plus 500x will be 12500. So you can solve for x. This will be a simple solution, or if you want to solve it quickly, there is another approach. Suppose that all the notes you have are of 200 denomination. Okay, so how much money you'll have? That will be 7400. But we are told that Yochna received 12500. So what is the gap here? The gap is 00151. Okay, so how will we reduce this gap? Now suppose if I remove one note of 200 and add one note of 500, what will be the change? This will be 36 notes of 200 and one note of 500. So the sum will be 500 plus 1700, that is 7700. Earlier it was 7400, now it's 7700. So 7400 plus 300 will be 7700. So after replacing a note of 200 with 500, what you are getting? You are getting the amount which is 300 more than the earlier one. So this gap is 5100. So how many notes of 500 we gonna add? Will be simply 5100 by 300, that is, this is 70. So 17 500 notes will be there and 20 200 notes will be there. You can verify 17 5 is 8500 and this will be 4000. So this is 12500. Okay, so this is another approach. I had to make you understand, that's why it took a bit of time, but once you get a hold of it, then it will be much easier to solve. Now let's take the next question. This question is also on the similar lines. We'll do this with the same approach as we used in the last question. So there are some horses and ducks. The total number of heads is 48, while the total number of their legs is 160. So what is the number of horses? So horses obviously are going to have 4 legs, and ducks will have 2 legs, but both will have 1 head only. So we are given that heads are 48. So that means that horses and ducks combined, they are 48 in number. Okay. And we are given that legs is 160. We have to find the number of horses. So again, on the similar line, suppose we had 48 ducks. Then how many legs would we have? It would be 48 into 2, that is 96. But what we are having is 160. So the gap is 64. So with each replacement of a horse, there will be addition of 2 extra legs. So how many horses will we need? We will need 64 divided by 2, that is 32. So 32 horses and remaining 16 ducks. You can verify 16 over 32. 32 fours are 128, and this is nothing but 160. Okay, so that will be the answer. So the next question now is, for what values of p are the equations px plus 8y equal to 14 and p plus 3x plus 12y not inconsistent? Now here is a new concept. So what is that? Suppose we have two equations, a1x plus b1y plus c1z equal to k1, suppose, and a2x plus b2y plus c2z equal to k2. Then suppose let's take a simple example. Suppose we remove this third variable. We are dealing with two equations, two variables. Okay, so this is it. Suppose I have got 2x plus 3y equal to 5 and x plus suppose 4y equal to 7. Then you can simply solve it. You'll multiply this equation by 2 and subtract, so you will get the answer. But suppose you have 2x plus 3y equal to 10 and 4x plus 6y equal to 30. Now if we try to solve this, what we'll do, we'll multiply this by 2, so we'll get 4x plus 6y equal to 20, and this will be 4x plus 6y equal to 30. So if I subtract, what we will get? We'll get 10 equal to 0. If I subtract this equation from this, then 4x and 6y will get cancelled out, and what will be there? There will be 10 equal to 0, but this is not true. So you can say that these two equations have got zero solutions. There's a concept that this represents a line, this also represents a line. What is the solution of two equations? It's simply the intersection point of two lines. But here, what's the scenario? These two lines are parallel. That's why they won't meet, so that's why there will be no solution. So if you want to check when the equation won't be having any solution, in that case, for no solution, a better term for this is inconsistent equation. Okay, so no solution means a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 equal to not equal to k1 by k2. This is the concept of inconsistent solutions. Now suppose let's take another example. So this time we have two equations. Suppose the first equation is same, 2x plus 3y equal to 5, but we change the second equation. So let's take our second equation to be 4x plus 6y equal to 10. Now if I multiply this by 2, we'll have 4x plus 6y equal to 10, which is same as this equation. So since the equations are same, definitely they'll have infinite solutions. So if I talk about lines, this will be the concept of same line. Both lines, if they are completely overlapping, then this would be the case of infinite solutions. So for infinite solution, what's the case? a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 equal to k1 by k2. And third is a simple case like we got here a unique solution. Just you can say that for a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2, we'll have unique solution. Okay, now according to the question we have to find values of p for which the equations are not inconsistent. Not inconsistent means either they have infinite solution or unique solution. Now if I talk about the ratios of the coefficients of x and y, for x we will have p upon p plus 3, which is equal to not equal to, like we are first determining the relation. This is 8 by 12 and this is 14 by 20. So since they can be reduced to 4 2s are 4 3s are 7 2s are 7 3s are. So what we'll have, if I compare this with a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 equal to k1 by k2, then you can see that this is holding true. So this is holding to be true. So b1 by b2 is k1 by k2. So since they are equal, and we have to prove that the equations are not inconsistent. So for inconsistent equations, b1 by b2 should not be equal to k1 by k2. Okay, but here you can clearly see that these two ratios are equal. So since these two ratios are equal, this condition will never be satisfied. So for any value of p, you're gonna have infinite solution or unique solution. Okay, because this sole condition, this is also this is nullified because v1 by v2 is k1 by k2. So the equation can't be inconsistent. So that means for any value of p, the equation will remain the equation will be not inconsistent. Okay, I hope you got it. Give it a bit of thought, we'll get it better. Okay, now we'll move on to the next question. Now we are given that the cost of 3 pens, 4 books and 6 sharpeners is 108, while the cost of 4 pens, 5 books and 8 sharpeners is 139. What is the cost of each book? Suppose we have cost as A, B, C or X, Y, Z. So 3 pens, 3x, 4 books, 4y plus 6 sharpness, that is 6z, is 108. And we have got 4x plus 5, 4 pens, 5 books and 8 sharpeners as 139. Now we have to find the cost of each book. Book is of cost y rupees. Now you'll be thinking that these are two equations, how can we solve? We have 3 variables and 2 equations, we can't solve. But if you see that we have to find only y, and if we look at the ratio of the other 2 variables, this is the ratio of coefficients of x is 3 by 4 and this is 6 by 8, which is nothing but 3 by 4 if I cancel 2. So these two are equal. So if I multiply the first equation by by 4, what will I get? 12x plus 16y plus 24z equal to 432. And for the second equation, if I multiply it by 3, I'll get 12x plus 15y plus 24z equal to 3. This will be 139 into 3, will be nothing but 408. Okay, it will be 408 or 390 and 27, so 417, sorry, 417. Now if I subtract, what will I get? This 2 will get knocked off, so I'll have y equal to 15. So the cost of one book will be 15 rupees. I hope you got this. You have to check for the ratio of the other 2 terms if you have to find one variable, and then you have to find a suitable multiplier for which these both will get knocked off. Okay, and this will be simple, that you just find the LCM of these two or these two, and you have to multiply in such a way that both will have same values. So LCM of 3 and 4 is 12, so I multiplied this by 4 and multiplied this by 3. Okay, I hope you got this. Now let's move on to the next question. The price of 3 apples, 5 mangoes and 7 bananas is 126. Price of 2 apples, 5 mangoes and 8 bananas is 119. We have to find the cost of x plus y plus z. Now this is the question based on the similar lines. So I'll leave it to you. You have to solve it and post your answers in the comment section also. If you face any difficulty in this, you can also write it there. Okay, so I'll leave it to you. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. So this is an interesting question. So a person has 2x rupees and y paise. He spends 14.05 and is left with y rupees and x paise. If x is less than 15, y is less than 25, what is the amount that he started with? So if I have got 10 rupees and 50 paise, then how will I represent it? It will be 10.50. Okay, so the person has 2x rupees and y paise, and he spends 14.05, and what is left with? Y and x paise. Okay, so what will happen? Suppose I have 10 rupees and 75 paise and I spent 5 rupees and 25 paise. What will be the remaining amount? It will be 50 paise and 5 rupees. But suppose I had 10 rupees and 50 paise and I spent 5.75, 5 rupees and 75 paise. What will happen? I have to take one carry from here. Okay, so I take 1 rupees as carry. This will be 9, and 1 rupees means 100 paise, so 100 plus 50 is 150, 150 minus 75 is 75, and this will be 9 minus 5, that is 4. Okay, so here we have two scenarios. If y is greater than 0.05, so for this y minus 5 is x and 2x minus 14 is y. So if I substitute the value of y from second equation in first, I'll get 2x minus 14 minus 5 equal to x, so x equal to 19, and if I put it here, so 19 to the 38 minus 14 is 24, so y is 24. So both the conditions are getting satisfied. So this is a possible solution. Now if I check for the other possibility, that y is less than 5. Okay, so this is y is greater than 5, not 0.05. So y is less than 5. Now what will happen? In this case, I'll take a carry of 100 from 2x. So this will be y plus 100 minus 5 equals x, and 2x minus 1 minus 14 equal to y. So if I substitute again this in this, 2x minus 15 plus 100 minus 5 equal to x. So x is, if x goes here, so 2x minus x is x. This will be 20 minus 100, which is minus 80. But this can't be true. X is rupees. How can it be negative? So this condition is ruled out. So the only possibility will be y greater than 5, and the solution will be 19 rupees 24 paise or 19.24. Okay, I hope you got it. Now the last question, it's an easy one. So it's simple that if 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator of a fraction, the fraction becomes 3 by 4. So if 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator, the fraction becomes 3 by 4. And if 3 is subtracted from both the numerator and the denominator, the fraction becomes 2 by 3. What is the value of fraction? So the fraction initially is x by y, and this is the numerator, this is the denominator. So I found two equations, and we have got two equations and two variables. You can simply solve it and get the answer. Okay, so I'll leave it to you. The answer to this will be 13 by 18. If you face any difficulty in this, you can post in the comment section. So now we are done with the basics of simple equation. In the next session, I'll take up a slightly difficult questions to give you an idea that if you face such questions, you shouldn't panic. Until then, keep practicing. You can also join the Telegram group. I'll put the link in the description. You can join it for further discussions. So I hope you got this session. Thanks a lot.